Sound of a dramatic lightning storm with visuals of dark clouds and lightning flashing across the sky. There are fears that can truly threaten our lives, like being caught in a raging storm at sea, where every flash of lightning could mean danger. And then there are fears we create in our minds, like the fear of speaking in public, where the only thing at risk is our pride. Today, we'll share 30 powerful quotes to help you face your fears and unlock your full potential. Fear is universal, but so is the power to rise above it. Here are 30 powerful quotes to help you overcome fear and unlock courage. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. That's a classic from Franklin D. Roosevelt. These words, spoken during a time of great uncertainty, remind us that fear can be more paralyzing than the actual challenges we face. When we let fear take over, it can cloud our judgment and hold us back from reaching our true potential. But if we confront it head-on, we can find the strength to move forward, even when the path ahead seems daunting. Do one thing every day that scares you. Wise words from Eleanor Roosevelt. Growth happens when we push ourselves beyond what feels safe and familiar. Each small act of bravery, no matter how minor it may seem, builds our confidence and resilience. Over time, these daily acts of courage add up, transforming us into stronger, more capable individuals. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. That was Ambrose Redmoon. True courage means recognizing our fears, but choosing to act anyway because we believe in something greater, whether it's protecting others, achieving a dream, or simply refusing to let fear dictate our lives. Fear defeats more people than any other one thing in the world. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that it's not always the obstacles themselves that stop us, but the fear of what might happen if we try and fail. By learning to manage our fears, we open ourselves up to new opportunities and experiences that we might otherwise miss. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. That's from Dale Carnegie. When we hesitate or avoid taking steps forward, our doubts only grow stronger. But when we take action, even if it's just a small step, we start to build momentum and self-assurance. Every action, no matter how small, chips away at our fears. Expose yourself to your deepest fear. After that, fear has no power. Jim Morrison really nailed it with that one. When we face what scares us most, we discover that fear is often just an illusion, one that loses its grip the moment we confront it. By facing our fears, we reclaim our power and open the door to a life of greater freedom and possibility. Too many of us are not living our dreams. We stand at the edge of possibility, looking out at what could be, but something holds us back. We imagine the lives we want, the goals we could achieve, and the adventures we might embark on, yet we hesitate to take that first step. Why? Because we are living our fears. That one's from Les Brown. Fear can be a powerful force, quietly shaping our choices and convincing us to play it safe. It whispers doubts and what-ifs, making us question our abilities and our worth. Fears are stories we tell ourselves. Sometimes that's all it is. We create narratives in our minds about what might go wrong, and those stories can become so convincing that they feel like reality. But if we pause and reflect, we might realize that these fears are often just illusions, barriers we've built ourselves. Fear is the mind killer, a powerful reminder from Frank Herbert in Dune. When fear takes over, it clouds our judgment and limits our potential. But if we face it head-on, we can reclaim our clarity and our strength. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. Eleanor Roosevelt again, reminding us to be brave. Each time we confront what scares us, we grow a little stronger, a little more resilient, and a lot more confident in our ability to handle whatever comes next. Fear doesn't shut you down, it wakes you up. That was Veronica Roth. Sometimes fear is a signal that we're about to do something meaningful. It sharpens our senses, heightens our awareness, and pushes us to rise to the occasion. And finally, he who is not every day conquering some fear has not learned the secret of life. Wise words from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Growth happens at the edge of our comfort zone. Every day, by facing even the smallest fears, we unlock new possibilities and discover the true depth of our courage. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but rather the ability to move forward in spite of it. True bravery is not about never feeling afraid. It's about facing those fears head on, even when your heart is pounding and your mind is full of doubt. The real triumph lies in overcoming fear, in taking that next step when everything inside you wants to turn back. Every victory, no matter how small, is a testament to the power of persistence and the human spirit. Fears are not something we are born with. They're taught to us, shaped by our experiences, our environment, and the people around us. Sometimes even the smallest moments can plant seeds of doubt or anxiety in our minds. But just as fears can be learned, they can also be unlearned. With patience, support, and a willingness to grow, we can educate ourselves out of fear, replacing it with understanding and confidence. Fear is only as deep as the mind allows it to be. Our thoughts have the power to either magnify our worries or help us find peace. When we quiet our minds and look within, we often discover that our fears are not as insurmountable as they once seemed. Nothing in life is to be feared, not really. Instead, everything is to be understood. When we seek knowledge and clarity, the shadows of fear begin to fade, replaced by the light of comprehension. The more we learn, the less we fear. Curiosity and understanding are powerful antidotes to anxiety, helping us see challenges as opportunities for growth. If you want to conquer fear, you must take action. Preparation and determination are your allies. Don't let hesitation hold you back from pursuing your dreams. Don't sit at home and let your worries grow larger in your mind. The longer you wait, the more intimidating your fears may seem. Instead, take that first step, however small it may be. Go out and get busy. Engage with the world, connect with others, and immerse yourself in meaningful activities. Action is the antidote to fear, and every effort you make brings you closer to courage. Remember, there is no illusion greater than fear. When you challenge it, you'll find that it often disappears, leaving behind strength you never knew you had. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Fear is temporary, regret is forever. Fear keeps us focused on the past or worried about the future. Fear makes the wolf bigger than he is. When you face your fear, most of the time you will discover that it was not really such a big threat. Courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Bravery is the solution to regret. Fear will knock at your door, but you don't have to answer. Choose courage, choose action, conquer fear always.